What's up, people? Slopes Trading here. Here to give you a rundown of what the market's been doing. We had a lot of red days and then one green boner day on Friday. Now, this is mostly going to be for my members in my Discord. I have a lot of requests, stocks that they want me to go over using my strategy, my techniques, things to look out for next week, and especially before CPI. So first, I'm going to go off of ES. All right, this is my Discord over here. I posted this February 1st. We kind of had a path. This is ES, US 500, SPY. I go by US 500. That's the best way I can find the most high quality zones and how it plays the market. So right here, we had a sweep high and I was coming down and saying, hey, we're going to sweep this low right here and reverse. Or we're going to come all the way down here, sweep this low over here into weekly demand and reverse. But what we did was, if we zoom in, barely missed this low being swept. Reversed right here before it. But in Q, the Qs definitely swept the low, filled that whole demand and reversed. That was on Friday. So right now, we are following this little blue path here on Friday, green boner day. As you see, very close to sweeping this low, and we hit that reverse. So, as some of you know, especially my Discord, this little gray box is old supply. And we reverse quick, printing hourly demand, 5-minute demand, another hourly demand, and sweeping this high inside this little supply. So what's that tell me? The bulls are in control. Bulls are in control. And telling me this low, it might be the bottom for now. So what we're going to see is either we're going to pull back into this demand and fly, or we're going to pop through, sweeping this high over here. Come back, make sure demand printed here, and then we're going to continue going up. Now, there is a bear scenario, and it's called CPI. CPI, that thing can drop quick. But, just because it's dead or anything, all my zones are still valid. I trade futures. If that thing pops down here, I end up buying. So, if that's what it does, that's what it does. If it pops up, but that's all we're going to be looking for. Let's say there's no CPI. I'm still looking for the same retrace to demand, sweep a high, look for demand print, and continue going up. So that's what the market is up to right now. Quickly jumping into the bulls that we had posted on Watch. UNH, January 27th. This is about morning of the earnings. So I had this wave 2 coming down. Wasn't sure if this was finished. This looked very corrected to me, so it came down into the golden zone. And I was looking for demand to enter. So we jump into UNH. Well, we did just that. Just that. Hit the demand, reversed, and let's jump into a little bit smaller time frame. We printed 30-minute demand right here. So what I'm expecting a retrace into demand and continue pushing up. We may sweep this high, a little bit more, come down, print demand here, and reverse. Now, these zones right here, it's not like that's the bottom. It called it out. Now, I look for the low time frame reversals to make sure I have confirmation to enter my trades. So just because it came in here, I didn't go blindly saying, let me go ahead and get UNH calls. I waited for this reversal. Let's see if there's even an entry on the low time frame. There was not. I mean, you could say this held and we can green boner, but this is not how I trade. How I trade is this zone right here, retraces, holds, and I enter here, and we continue going up. That gives me an idea that the bulls are really taking over, and we're going to continue going up. Continuing, pushing through supply, building demand. That's UNH. That's UNH. So let's go to our next stock in our Discord. Apple. This was Apple call out January 27th. I said, this is what the structure looks like. Okay. It didn't come down here. It didn't hit my demand. Wish it would. But it missed. Okay. This got rejected by supply. Flew all the way back down. But we kind of gacked up. And this is all before earnings. Okay. As you can see, earnings is right over here. So this is the path I had. Either we're going to sweep this high, pull back, hit demand and fly, or kind of come down here, black path, retrace, and continue going up. Let's see what happened. Let's see what happened. The black path it was chosen. Came down here, pushed up higher. And right here, daily demand print. Everybody, mark your alerts on your TradingView or whatever platform you use. Daily demand printed. So this is what I expect. I expect to enter here. Now I can continue to push up and maybe it prints demand here. And there's another entry idea and we continue going up. But that's Apple for you. Continue pushing higher. Don't think we'll see this demand, but we did sweep this low. Guys, I've said it a lot of times in the Discord and a few videos, market structure. It's so important to understand, okay? Just because sellers are sellers and pushing down and you're trying to get caught trying to buy the bottom, sweeping low right here, liquidation grabs, key pivot to see if buyers come in, sellers sell, and take their profit and push higher. There's a lot of times, a lot of rookies out here saying, oh, sweep the low. Oh, man, that means the bears are here. It's about to flush. I see that. I don't know why they do that. You got to understand, this is where buyers, big money, want to come in because they want to buy a lot lower and push up. So continue to learn about the sweep high, sweep low. Then the market structure, understand corrective, move down, impulse down, and vice versa up. Next up, Hood. Look at Hood. February 5th, I posted, this is a weekly demand. Tell them, everyone in the Discord, put your alerts on it. Watch out for it. Don't jump in blindly. What do we do? Someone tell me. Check the low time frame. Look for a true reversal. Whether you trade my way or a different way, how do you confirm reversals? If you can't answer that, you shouldn't be trading. Hood, pulled in here, popped right up out of demand. No, I didn't enter here. That would have been nice. There's no true reversal. This was just a Friday morning gap up, high gap up. Now, experienced trader like myself, I see it in futures, and I see the reversal happening right after close, a little bit overnight in demand. I see it pushing up. I mean, I could have went in and bought shares still in the middle of the night if I wanted to. Couldn't buy options, but could have bought some shares. There's just a lot of different ways to trade. So right now, what I'm looking for is a continuation. This high was swept. I need demand to print. There was no demand that printed, so I need demand to print for me to get an entry to continue to go long. Hit up here on this big supply zone. Another 20-point move. Looks impulsive. Gaps up always do. Demand needs a print. That's the true impulse of me saying there are buyers. There's orders there. There's proof that bulls are there. Okay. Now, next one up. Next one up. BA. Boeing. Right here we have daily demand right here. I posted February 1st. Okay. We already inside of it right here. And I was looking for some type of reversal structure. Noted there's an hour supply. So let me just jump into the actual chart. We got a 5-minute. Thing did pop up, kind of reject, did not close over supply. Okay, that's a technique. It kind of went into the 30-minute fair value gap and reversed down. There was no demand here pushing up to tell me, even though it swept this high, again, I say there has to be demand printed for me to get a true bull reversal. And what happened, went more into demand and then reversed and pushed up. Okay, swept this high right here and kind of chopping to the side. I have been looking. There's no demand right here. May look impulsive, but just the corrective lookingness and no demand printing. I still think we're still going to be in this big wave 4. Elliott wave, what kind of seems to happen. 1-2 was a short 1-2. Not even a, wave 2s can go down to 50, 61%, sometimes 78%. This was a short 1-2, means vice versa. 3-4 wave. It's going to be kind of deep and a lot more longitude of direct correctiveness. So it could come down here to a weekly demand, or we can continue to kind of up A, B, C and kind of come back down, fill it all the way and reverse, or just a drop and reverse as well. So that's what I'm looking for at BA. Not going to be, I'll have my alerts set for this low or this weekly demand. Anything else, if it continues to go on without me, it does. But the way I trade in the high quality setups and zones where I want to enter, that's how I do it. Next up, let's get out of this. This is my Discord chat. If you want to join, 7 days free. 7 days free. I'll put my WAP account. That's how you're gonna go ahead. It's a subscription base. You'll get the invite to the Discord. You get to see all the education stuff I have, economic calendar. I got my guy. He'll teach you about the glitches that he finds into a lot of the stocks. Basically, kind of flow, and then you'll find some glitches that are like way opposite, like this one, BLK. So he's looking for BLK to continue to go up because there's a glitch. Not saying buyers are here. It's just a glitch. But he can teach you more about that. This is all the education system. General tax, the general chat, swing trade, trade reviews, how I trade. A lot goes into it. So anybody is welcome to join. Rookies, intermediate, experts. I like to teach. I like to show people how I trade, and hopefully they learn more techniques that can actually go in with what they already do, and you come out successful. Let's go back to my Bulls channel. Let's see, Nimbus. I like Nimbus. Nimbus right here. There's a sweep low. It's either going to sweep low reverse or it's going to enter demand. Let me show you on a real chart. Swept low, reversed. Okay, that demand is what I really wanted. It may not come down to it, but there's not much supply right here. And what it did, print two 30-minute demands right here. So how I trade, this is a 30. It might open right here on the Monday and continue up, or come back down, test the demand, go up, or we could correctively move down and push up. So these two zones are now my looking to buy entry. If it somehow drops in here, I'm pretty much going to sell my house and go full port like my boy Bear. All right, next one up. Marvel January 21st. This has been between two big supply demand zones and a big old triangle. Triangle's another thing I do, but I'm just looking for a sweep low into demand. That's going to be where I want to buy in reverse. We could sweep up here this high into supply. We'll see what happens. So January 21st, posted this in the Discord. Marvel, what'd you do? Look, swept low into demand and reversed up. So what did we print? A nice little hourly demand right here. Pretty far down there. Swept this high and it's continuing the push. So there's a sweep high here, a little bit of this is an hourly supply up here. A few things. This is like in middle range. This is not where I enter. I'm not going to guess and try to chase something and get ripped while it pulls back, or vice versa. Let me go ahead and try to short it to see if it pulls back and then it continues to rip. Why put yourself in the middle, literally the middle of a situation? So I'm looking for this. Pushes up, print demand up here, swerve up here. Look at all these. Look at all these paths. You're like telling me, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. There's like 5 paths. Of course it go up and down. What I'm looking for is a low time frame action to see if demand prints and a retrace to it. Doesn't mean this zone might not even hit. Okay, it could go right here, print demand, and I enter here. You don't know that. We don't see the future. We don't see next week's action. Okay, so we gotta really look at confirming our trades on low time frame. So this one, I know several people in my Discord is ready for this one. Big old diamond, basically 200 is a target, or 30 is our target. Sweep this high. We did it two times. Swept up, came up here, swept the high inside supply, came down, swept the high, came down, swept this low into a little bit of the demand. Again, I don't think we're going to continue this. It's either going to fly and push, flip this supply and we're gone, or it can always happen. Maybe this stops us here and it continues down. We'll have to see how things arrive to each zone. All right, just a couple stocks real quick, then I'll get to all the requests. Uber, I posted in a video and all that. This is a weekly demand. I'm still waiting to see confirmation on the low time frame. This is an example right here. If someone tried to enter right here, your options are getting eaten up or your shares are just sitting, which is okay. But there's no, this is a 30-minute supply that printed. We're still in this weekly demand. No reversal yet. There's actually a supply right here. So I need to see a push up over supply, print some demand, and get a really good bullish reversal. Or this thing could have been 3, 4, short wave 5, and we continue to push down here and reverse around in the 40s. But that's the future thinking. That's the future. Let's watch low time price action. Next one up, Adobe. I almost typed it in. I already had it typed in. Adobe, we got weekly supply that printed. Okay. What I'm looking for is this low being swept into a big monthly, 2-monthly demand. There's a lot of demand orders here. A lot of buyers waiting for this sweep low. Now, we could continue to push up, reject, and come back down to demand, or we kind of chop right here, sweep that low, and reverse. Again, supply has to be taken out. To do that, we got to flip it, take out this high, back test, and fly. That's your bull scenario. Okay. For the bulls, I feel like there's always more bulls than bears. As bears, you see, supply, reject. Oh, look, supply, reject, and continue pushing down. So there's no buyers there. I was not looking to buy anywhere. No demand printed as we continue to reverse on some of these daily candles. So this is what I'm looking for, Adobe. Very intrigued. My financial advisor that helps me with my long-term portfolio that I don't mess with, he said Adobe would never see the 300s. Yep. Should I fire him? Should I find someone new? He also invested in a lot of Snap. You see Snap about to go below IPO. All right, next one up, I'm going off the request. CRWV, I typed in right here. I had this kind of 3 paths. This is blue is a fair value gap. Supply, wanted to sweep this low, see what happens here. All right, we jump to it real quick. Let me jump off the weekly. Right now, we swept this low and we printed daily supply. I can count this as a bullish reversal, as a wave. I can count this for bull counts. But I need demand to print, and there's no demand printing. Not even on this move. Didn't really see any demand. It looks very impulsive, but low time frame, not really much demand. I need to see demand print for me to be bullish on this. Now what it needs to be doing, kind of pulling back, take out this supply and go. Take out that high. Or we come back down here and try to sweep this low again and reverse. Those are pretty much the 2 options. Yeah. Either bull or bear. I wonder if anyone can answer which one it could be. Based off of what? Based off of price action, people. You have to watch the price action. Okay? Everybody can take a guess. It's either up or down. So watch the price action on a low time frame. Next up, PLTR, typed it in. I had it sweep this low, look at this demand for a reversal. And this was before earnings. So let's check it out, PLTR. All right, we entered demand. Sweep low over here. Entered demand, not a reversal right now, as a bull reversal. You could have taken a guess down here, and you would have been lucky or not lucky. Got 30 minutes supply that printed right here. So this is what I'm looking for. No demand. There's no impulse, no reversal. This high is not taken out. So we either continue to kind of sweep low, try to reverse again. Or kind of push up here, get rejected, sweep low. And try to reverse. Now this has to be, obviously, pushed through, print demand. This is where I entered, and I continue going up. All right. So watch the price action. These are just 2 zones you look for, supply and a sweep low. Now, if there's demand that pushes through right here at this sweep high, then I'll look for entry, and it's going to be a battle between supply and demand. If you want to understand more on this, just jump in the Discord again, click my WAP, and we'll go over plenty of charts. Don't mind teaching it. That's the point of having the Discord. I do a lot of stocks. All the requests I take care of pretty quickly. Next up, Biddy Bitcoin. January 31st posted this. This was already a corrective bear retrace, looking to take out the lows and get it in the 60,000s for weekly demand. Chat, let's go see what happened. Went deep into demand. Deep into demand. Printed a 4-hour supply, and on Friday we kind of pushed up, printed some 30 minute to an hour demand right here, but pushed up into the 4-hour supply and kind of right now rejecting. No bullish reversal. This high is not taken out. We'll see what happens. We need to either retrace, take into the buys, and push through. This is a weekly demand. 4-hour supply, just because it's here, might cause a roadblock, but it can still push through, print demand, and reverse. So Biddy, ENTH, all those, that's what I'm looking for. If not, we see the 40s, and that'd be another good opportunity to buy. If you don't think it could hit the 40s, then you're the same person that says we're in 124s. We'll never see 50s, 9s, 60,000. Yep. You're that guy, aren't you? Bots. The bots. All right, next up, most of these are updates that I've already posted, but we wanted more updates. So AMD, this was right before earnings, as you can see. This was a daily demand zone. This is already kind of corrective. There's no impulse. This could have been a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Extended 5. Don't see those often, especially if you're in a wave 2, wave 4. This is a big old running flat. So it's either we come down here, sweep low, or demand helps and pushes up. So let's go to the charts. AMD, look at that. Sweep low and reversed hard. Now there wasn't no demand. This gray box right here is an old supply zone from way over here. And I do like keeping those because they kind of test that area. And big buyers, big money, they're like, oh, it's testing the previous high. I like that. But I do like it if demand is matching it as well. But I won't go in blindly. I'll just try to get a true reversal. Right now, popped up on Friday, ended in supply. Looks like 30 minutes supply. Not any demand that printed. So I really need this zone to flip and kind of retest that demand if it prints demand. And then I can enter to continue going up. Just because Friday was a green boner day doesn't mean you can pull back, especially CPI week. Yeah, that'd be fun. But AMD, it's either we get pushed through and we print and we get to enter right here and we continue going. If not, it continues to drop. Maybe this low holds. If it reverses here, let's test it out. Reverses here. It pushes through. Well, this is already used. Okay, already used. Don't worry about it no more. Well, if demand prints here, I'm going to enter here as we continue to go up. Just two different opportunities to enter trades. Low time frame, price action. Watch it. I'm going to be repeating myself the entire video on that. Y'all are going to sleep tonight and be like, low time frame, price action. Low time frame, price action. I should watch low time frame, price action. All right, next up, we got SpongeBob over here in the chat right here. BIRK. Let's look at it. BIRK. Oh no, I remember this. It's nothing. It's literally nothing. There's no demand here. This is IPO. Blah, blah, blah. You know what this reminds me of? This little price action? Airbnb. This right here. See what happened? Sure, it reversed. Kind of went up here and flew way back down. That was Airbnb. It looks very similar. BIRK. Did I get that right? Well, I feel like I didn't get that right. Nope, I did. Cool. So, daily supply right here. So, we need demand to print. There's no demand. I'm not going to buy until demand prints or this supply is flipped. If not, new low for our IPO guy. So that's all I got there. I'm going to keep that supply zone there. All right, next one up, PSA-QS. I remember this one. Already have it planned out. Time frame, what time frame? We're on weekly. This ain't popped hard. So it looked like that was a daily supply zone printed. Old, this is daily demand, ripped right through it. What happened? Supply printed on the daily. So I'm very bearish on this one. If it gets a retrace, I'll short it. It could sweep the low and have a retrace up, but yeah, I'm shorting that. There might be earnings next week. That's probably why you're asking. There's earnings next week, so sure it could pop up. I don't know. Do you play it? Do we play earnings on it? It's hard. It's hard not to. Is this the demand? Don't look like it, but this is very lethal. Old demand, daily supply. So I'll be looking to short this, whether it's after or before earnings. Oh yeah, next one up. I got my wife off of it finally. Amazon. Swept this low. This was already a bearish retrace, so dropped, taking out the low here. Big thing is demand. What demand is that? I think it is a weekly time frame. Yeah, weekly time frame demand. I'm looking basically, that's all I care about is this spot right here. If it's, okay, let me start with here. This is what I want, weekly demand, and we fly. That's what I'm looking for. Lower time frame, okay. Let's see somehow good demand prints here. And while I can enter and continue to push up. Low time frame action. Remember, say it in your sleep, say it in the morning. That's what I'm going to look for if there's some true demand printing. Right now, that's all I want is this retrace into the daily demand. Weekly demand, sorry. All right, last one I'm going to do is Oracle. Oracle, we had, is that a weekly? Let's see. Yeah. Weekly demand was right here, and we drove right through it, closed under, and printed weekly supply right here. So now I'm more bearish than bullish. Now I'm looking to sweep this low. We're either going to test up weekly supply and then drop, or we're going to reverse and try to retrace back into weekly supply, and I'll look to enter longs or shorts. Why? Based off of the price action as we arrive. If we came down here and we just start printing daily demand here, and we come here and it looks very impulsive, I'm going to wait. See if we push through, print weekly demand, or same thing, test this demand here and push up. If not, depending on how we arrive, that's more impulse. All right. This is what I want. Sweep low and a good corrective retrace to weekly. Watch low time frame, enter my shorts. That's what I'm looking for, Oracle. Demand did not hold, so now bears are in control. If you like this is mostly for my Discord members. Hit that follow button, hit subscribe. Make sure you try a free trial for the Discord. I do a lot of education for Elliott waves, supply and demand, market structure, fair value gap. There's a lot to learn in this market. If you don't know how to trade and you're looking for a spot to learn, come on and join. We have rookies, intermediates, experts in there. We have a good chat, good group of guys and girls that know their stuff, and some that are still learning, and they kind of take my stuff and then integrate it with theirs, which is a good thing to help give you more confirmation trades of entries and exits. So join, hit the Discord. I'm going to go and watch a movie with my daughter. Peace out, slopes.